Hi, and thanks for joining us. I'm Monique Maley, founder and CEO of Articulate Persuasion. So today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the idea of leading versus managing. So maybe you've recently been promoted. Maybe you now have a team or a larger team, and you are having to learn how to become a real leader. The challenge is that while we learn the hard skills that got us to that promotion, we are rarely taught the skill set that it takes to actually switch over and lead a team. It's about the soft skills. It's about the communication. The most important thing to remember when you shift into that leadership role is it is no longer about skills, and it's now about relationships. Your job isn't just the tactical day-to-day execution of your job. It's about the building the relationships with your team, engaging with them, building rapport, getting to know them so that you can really provide them with the tools and the knowledge that they need to make themselves, and by extension you, successful. So how do you do that? So first of all, you want to get to know them. You need to really understand who they are and where they're coming from. Oftentimes people say, well, my management style is, and I hate to break it to you, but whatever your style is doesn't really matter, because it's not about how you want to manage, it's about how they need to be led. So it's key that you get to know them and understand what motivates them, what drives them, what shuts them down. There are people who like really direct feedback, and there are people whom direct feedback feels like somebody just put a verbal machine gun in front of them. So really understanding them is key. Next, you want to really make sure that you've set expectations. What are you expecting of them in that role? And hey, what can they expect of you? Maybe if it's that you don't want somebody to bring you a Monday problem on a Friday, then set that expectation. If you want to make sure that if something is serious that they get up and talk to you, don't send you a text, set that expectation. If you know that there are days where you're going to come in and you're not in the mood to have hard conversations, say, if you see my door closed, it's probably not the day for a conversation that can wait for another day. So think about how you can set expectations for them and for yourself. So the next thing is you have to think about coaching them. You're really not managing what they're doing. Your job is really to coach them along to be more successful. So what kind of tools can you give them? What kind of real-time feedback can you provide them that will help them continually get better? If you think about an athlete on the field, the coaches don't mind giving them feedback. Hey, move your right foot, or you're getting off the blocks a little late, or your line isn't straight. That's all constructive feedback. That's what coaches do. So if you stop thinking about yourself as having to reprimand somebody and start thinking about it as giving real-time feedback so you can make those micro adjustments in the course of the work week, then I guarantee you things are going to be much better. And then make sure that you are presenting yourself in a really credible and authentic way. The days of the big boss telling people to do as I say, not as I do, that's over. And we have to be able to live what we expect of our teams. That may be how we engage with people. It may be about how we reflect the culture of our company or of our department. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you are walking the walk. And that is going to make it so much easier for them to be led by you. So here are just 3 things for you to think about as you shift into that leadership role and as you build up your leadership skills. Thanks for joining us today. And if you want some more tools, tips, and strategies, you can always go to articulatepersuasion.com, where we are cultivating influential and credible leaders.